2023 looks like it's going to have some pretty incredible gacha releases, but 2022 might have it beat. Nikke is the gacha game that I have been anticipating all year. My first video on this masterpiece was posted 11 months ago, and ever since, I have done repeated videos both showcasing and expressing my hopes for the game. Very few gacha games not only capture, but also manage to maintain my attention like this game has. This is a game that I have covered on this channel more than probably any other, which is why when the studio reached out to me to sponsor a look at the game, I was ecstatic. This game has some of the most gorgeous waifus of any gacha game right now. It is easily going to be one of the biggest releases of this year. Although admittedly, this year does end in like 2 months. But being paid to play a game that I am already intoxicated with, come on, that is a dream come true, man. With this in mind, if you want to play one of this year's biggest hits, I urge you to go ahead and click that link in the description and the pinned comment below. Pre-download begins on November 3rd with a full release on November 4th. And for those of you wanting my live impressions, as I continue to experience content, I will be streaming this over on Twitch on launch day, November 4th. So I urge you to come on over and join me at twitch.tv/MMOBide. Nikke is an immersive sci-fi RPG shooter. Players take on the role of the commander and have a harem of beautiful anime girls form a squad, with each waifu specializing in a variety of different weapons. This game is one of the most stunning gacha games to release this year, and is arguably one of the better looking gacha games currently available. From their physics engine, affecting not only your Nikke, but also the environment, to their fantastic English dub, which, and I'll be honest here, I'm not typically fond of English dubs in gacha games. Anime, you know what, sure, sometimes. Console JRPGs, definitely. Gacha games, though, are largely terrible. But this studio hired some incredible talent to bring their characters and subsequently their game to life. And I'll give you a brief example of this firsthand.
No! They're going into cardiac arrest! AED! Charging! Clear! Commander! Are you okay? Can you hear me? Smile if you can hear me. Finally! Can you tell me which section you're from? Alright then. Up and at 'em. Raise your arms up. STR cleared. Great! Everything is normal. I will protect you, no matter what happens.
That is a quality English dub. The game has you form a squad consisting of several Nikke, and deploying them onto the field, you take direct control of each Nikke and you gain access to not only their specific weapon type, but also to their unique abilities that can drastically alter the entire course of the battle. So a little forethought is likely going to need to go into the formation of your squad. Unfortunately, that's just something that I do not possess, though. Thankfully, your other squad members don't just sit idly by as you're engaging enemies. They act appropriately and take down enemies that you're not directly focused on, or that you are. But the important thing is that they actually do stuff, which can make up for the lack of, well, you know, stuff that you'll be doing, either because you're distracted or bad at the game like I am. And for those of you wondering, yes, the game makes it easy enough to enjoy playing one-handed without inhibiting yourself. They've taken precautions and know exactly what players are going to be focused on. You gotta give the devs credit for making sure we're sufficiently looked after. Nikke is definitely not your traditional gacha game though. Sure, it has the basics, chapters, and missions, but it's also a lot more than that. Not only do you directly control your character during exploration of the post-apocalyptic world that it is set within, but there are other game modes beyond exploration and combat. There are roguelike game modes, there are puzzles to complete, various cooperative game modes, and your own base of operations that you'll need to micromanage, where you can interestingly enough, raise your affinity with your waifus, which result in special cutscenes and events playing out. I'm not going to spoil anything though, so, you know, play the game. For the most part, however, you're going to either be progressing through the main story, which is fully voice acted, and from what I can tell from playing through the first 2 chapters during the beta, was actually engaging enough that it retained my attention. Very few games succeed at doing that. The story will take players into a variety of third-person battles and will put players to the test. Will you do what I do and deploy the hottest waifus in existence to engage enemies, or will you approach it in a much more balanced state by utilizing a party consisting of varied units? Nikke, after all, wield one of 6 different types of weapons: assault rifles, which are mid-range weapons, rocket launchers that focus on AoE at any distance, sniper rifles for single-target long-range enemies, shotguns for close-range targets, submachine guns for rapid close-range damage, and finally the machine gun for rapid mid-range skirmishes. I know there are a lot of min-maxers out there that take every facet of a character and their benefit to their overall squad into consideration, so you'll likely enjoy the depth that this game offers. The team behind the game have been incredibly active across social media, giving players glimpses of Nikke that will be available in-game at launch. They've also confirmed earlier in October that the game had crossed 3 million pre-registered players, an absolutely gargantuan number. I'm sure we'll end up with significantly more approaching the launch, as I don't think I've seen a game with more excited players releasing this year, and that excitement is 100% warranted. I genuinely cannot wait to stream this and push through it at a moderate rate. Yeah, I said moderate. There's really no reason to rush a game like this. Take your time and enjoy the journey, because once it's over, well, it's over. Again, if this is something that you're interested in playing, and let's be real here, why would you not be interested in playing this? Then I urge you to click that link in the description and the pinned comment below. Do not miss out on claiming your launch rewards: 110 free pulls, 2 popular SSR characters, 1 popular SR character, and use the coupon code that is on screen right now. Trust me, you're going to want to take advantage of every advantage, for lack of a better word, available to you. Now, if you're looking for a little more info on Nikke, then I have 2 videos on screen right now that might be helpful to you.